Hey everyone, welcome to Sanketik live classes. Today, in this session, we are going to learn about the SQL concepts of data store, database, DBMS, RDBMS, and what is table and what is metadata. Okay, by the end of this class, you are going to learn about all these. Okay, DBMS, RDBMS, data store, database, table, and metadata. Okay, without any further delay, let's start our today's session. So here, first we are going to learn about what is data store. Okay, data store. So what is data store? Data store is a location of the data which we are going to store. Okay, the location of the data which we are going to store. So here I am writing the notes for that. The location of the data which is going to store. So it is in general term only. There is no rocket science in this. So what is data store? The store which is the data which is going to store. Okay, where the data is going to store, that is called as an data store. For example, here first one, we can store the data in the form of books and files and database. Okay, we can store in the form of books, files, and database. Not only this, some of them are remaining also there, but these are the main important data stores. Okay, and among these, we are going to use mostly database only. Okay, because it has some security. Okay, we can store the data in the form of tables also. Okay, in the if the data is stored in the form of tables, then that is called as an RDBMS, which it is the concept which I am going to tell in this session. Okay, so next we are learned about what is data store. Now we are going to learn about what is database. Database. So it is a location of the organization's business data which is stored permanently. It is the location of the organization's business data which is stored permanently. So in the database, we are going to store the data of any organization or company or any office. Okay, so which that kind of data here we are going to store in permanently. Okay, we are going to store that data permanently, not for temporary. Okay, that type of data, that type of storage of data is called as an database. that type of data storage is called as an database. Is the location of the data, not only location of the organization's business data. Organization's business data stored stored permanently, which is the location of the organization business data stored permanently. Okay, now we have learned about what is data store and what is database. Now we are going to learn about DBMS. DBMS. DBMS is the database management system. It is a software. It is used to create and maintain the database. It is used to create and maintain the database by in the means of, for suppose, for example, if we take one table, okay. Now in the table is nothing but an consist of rows and columns. Okay, let's say one class is having 50 students. Okay, one class is having 50 students. In that 50 students, some of them, like 4 to 5 members changed their school to another school. Okay, now they have to remove that 5 students name, and in that same class only some 10 members are joined in that class. Okay, now it has to delete the earlier 5 members details, and now it has to insert the new joinees in that class. Okay, new joinees of that 10 members in that class. Now that is possible in in DBMS. Okay, that is nothing but inserting, deleting, updating. Those are parts of these DBMS. Those are happens with the help of DBMS only. Okay, so now I'm going to write the definition for this DBMS. What is DBMS? Uh, it is a, first of all, it is a software is a software used to create and maintain is to create and maintain the database. The okay, is it to create and maintain the database. Now we are going to learn about RDBMS. RDBMS. RDBMS stands for relational database management system. Okay, so here also I want to specify the full form. It is the database management system. database management system. Okay. Now, RDBMS. RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. Relational. Okay. Now, what is the use of these relational database management system is these relational database management system is also a software. It is used to create and maintain the database in the form of tables. Okay. Now, let's consider our Excel sheet. I'll give you a minute. It will take some time to open. Okay. So we can store the data in Notepad or Wattpad, okay, or any formats, okay. But why we are considering Excel sheet? We miss not only yes, most of them organizations or business persons use Excel sheet. Okay, why they are considering this one? Because it is used to store the data in the form of tables. Okay, now everything we are having some rows and columns, right? Some rows and columns, so everything it will be stored in uh, rows and columns format in Excel in Excel sheet. Okay, so in the same way RDBMS will also do, but this Excel sheet doesn't uses any internet. Okay. Mm, we can store locally or and we can share the data by through the internet. um, but relational database management system is used in online purposes only. It is used to retrieve and the data very quickly, as soon as possible. Okay, everything will be updated through internet. Okay. So just for example, I told that one. Okay. So here I'm going to write the no definition for this one. It is a software to create and maintain is to create and maintain the databases is to create and maintain the databases in the form of in the form of tables in the form of tables. Okay. And now, so here we had used the term table. Okay, what is table? What is table? Now we are going to learn that also. Table. Table is a collection of rows and columns. Table is a collection of rows and columns. Here we are having some number of rows and columns. Okay, this is called as one table. Is a collection of rows and columns. Next, so let's consider one table. Okay, for example, the table consists of, and first of all, we can also call the table as a relational entity. So here I'm going to write that one. Table or relation. Here relation means table only. Okay, we can, so that's why we can call table as table or relation or entity. We can call table as these many types. Okay, now in table, we are what we will consist of, the table consists of rows and columns. Okay, and these columns can also called as field. Whenever when I say field means you have to consider as column. Okay, field or attribute, we can also call attribute. Or property. Okay, next, and row we can also called as we can call row as record. Next, or we can also call as tuple. Tuple is the one of the data type in Python, right? The guys who know about Python programming, they will easily understand tuple. And we can also call as entity instance. Entity instance. Okay, now let's consider one table, just for understanding purpose. So here we are having some rows and columns. Okay, so here I'm considering, so this table name as employee. Okay, now here I'm going to specify the table details like emp id. Emp id means employee id, and here ename means employee name, and next salary. Okay, for this I'm going to use here 1 2 3 4. Okay, the range between for this column is 4. Okay, let's say I said 4 digits as its range. And employee name, let's consider one name, Kiran. Next, salary, 20,000. Okay. Next, another employee name, 1235. Here number has specified. Now another employee name, Olivia. This is the common for foreigners, common name for foreigners. Okay, Olivia. And here I'm going to give 15,000. So this is the one table. Here we are going to given some details like employee ID, employee's name, and salary. Okay, these this entire line is called as an column. Okay, this entire row is, I mean, this entire line is called as an column. Okay, and we can also call column as field or attribute or property. Okay, next, now here I am going to consider this one. This one we can call as row. Row can also be called as record or tuple or entity instance. Here I had specified record or tuple or entity instance. Okay, and this one, wait, we don't require this name. No, okay. So this one, and the name of the table is called as an employee. This is the table name. These are the columns, these are the rows, and this is the table name. Okay, next, here we are going to learn about metadata. What is metadata? So what is metadata? Metadata is the information about the data. Information about the data. Okay. If you let's take one example, then only you can understand. First of all, for understanding this, I need to write the definition for this metadata, and then I will write. I will take one example, and then you can easily understand. Then you can easily understand. So first of all, what I told, what is metadata? Metadata is the metadata is the information. Information is also nothing but an data only. Mhm. Information about the data. Information about the data. Now, what is the use of this? What it will tell? What the metadata will tell? So it will tells about the data. The metadata will tells about the data. By considering an example only, you can understand this. I will consider that example. Let's give me a minute. After writing this, I will tell you. It's about the data. Now let's consider example. Okay, so here I had taken one table, right? Okay, in this table, I had specified that here I have specified that this 20,000. What is this 20,000? These 20,000 are salary. Okay, and this 15,000, it is a 15,000. 50,000 is also salary. How you can say that it is salary? Because here we had kept a headline that salary. Okay, now what is this Olivia? It is an employee name. What is this 1235? This is an employee ID. So here the metadata are this line, employee ID, e-name, salary. What it will tell, what it is going to tell, it is going to tell about the data. So here the data is 15,000. The metadata is going to tell that the 15,000 are salary, and this Kiran is employee name. This 1235 is employee ID. So what I have specified here, it is the it is metadata is the information about the data. Means here it is telling about the this data. 15,000 is salary, Olivia is an employee name. So here this data, this data is going to tell about this data. Okay, this data is going to tell about this data, that is called as metadata. These are the metadatas. Okay, I think you can understand now this. Okay, and so if I consider here employee ID, employee ID number 4, what it will tell, it is going telling about, wait for a minute. Okay, so here number 4 means it is telling that the range of this column is 4 lines only. Okay, the range of this column is 4 numbers only. Here that's why I had specified 1 2 3 4 4 numbers, and 1 2 3 5 4 numbers, and the range of this column is in between. Here I'm going to write minus 9992 plus 999. Okay, here also these are also 4. So here, okay, let's assume if these are minus 9, okay, and those are plus 9s. Okay, so the range between these number is 4 digits. It won't allow be beyond that 4 digits. Okay, if you give any others, it won't accept. And here I had considered here it is a number. Okay, and now let's consider it is an integer or string. We are having different kinds of data types. Okay, we are having different kinds of data types. So those are integer, string, float, bool. Okay, so here I have specified that it is an integer. Integer number means integer. All numbers are integers. Okay, integers are nothing but digits. Okay, and here in the column of first one, here I have specified that it is a number. Okay, and if we give the input as any other name, okay, if I give input as any other name, then it won't accept. Okay, it won't accept because I had specified here number. Oh, it will accept only numbers only. Just for example only I'm telling. For in real-time databases, those are different. Okay, if you give like that, it will give error. It will give error. And if I want to enter the date, okay, that is 29 Mar. Mar means March 2025. Okay, let's assume. Now if you give this kind of data, then also it won't accept because it not only consists of numbers but also uh, uh, name also. I mean strings also. March is a string, right? But if you give like that, it will give left and right, like it will give error. Okay, like that it will consider, like that it will consider. Okay, next examples of these are column name, column name, table name, data type, field size. Okay, so these are the examples of this metadata. That may be a column name, a table name, data type, or field size. Here I have specified that this is the column names. Okay, this is the table name. So this is also a metadata. These four also metadata. Okay, these three actually we can't consider here. Just for example purpose only I have written these 999s and zeros, but employee ID, e-name, salary are considered as a metadata. Metadata. Okay, and these are considered as a data. 1235, 1234, Kiran, Olivia. These are considered data, and above ones are their metadata. There's metadata. Okay. That's all for this session. If you have any doubts regarding this session, please comment below. If you like our content, please comment for content. If you want to help others who are struggling to start their career in IT, if you share this video in your social media networks, it will helpful for them. Okay, and if you have any doubts regarding this session also, you can comment below. Thanks for watching.